Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of the Imperial Uplift. I am one of your co-hosts, Scud, aka the Doom Regard, aka SDG, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Hello, it's me. Hi, I'm Low, also known as My Hammer, also known as absent in video making. I'm a space
Well,
marine. He,
yes, the Gene Marine,
yes, with
and
suspiciously pointy ears.
yeah, highly suspect.
Don't tell
Though
the
that's probably a genetic defect or something.
don't tell the
Probably nothing to worry
Inquisition.
about.
Shh, don't do it.
Oh, nobody's watching us.
Perfect.
If we're gonna get like 3 views, but fuck it, this is fine.
Who cares? We're just talking Warhammer because we like Warhammer. That's
Yeah,
the show. We are here
yeah,
to uplift our spirit, and if we uplift your spirit, that is good.
by accident mostly.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah. So the main reason why this has been in the back burner for at least almost 6 months. We talked about making a podcast. I'm like, oh, what are we going to talk about? Then all of a sudden, hey, let's make Warhammer videos. I'm like, oh, sure, that'll last for like a week.
That's just ongoing ever since now.
Yeah, we're still going.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It fits. You got into the hobby semi recently,
well,
especially
yeah,
with models.
well, the world shut down for like 2 years. I'm like, well, either I get fat or I can work out and listen to Warhammer lore.
I know how you cannot be fat in Warhammer. Seems
Well,
contradictory.
Well, I mean, I try to break the stereotype. No, I'm kidding.
Good.
Well,
Someone has
we
to
all
do it.
have our issues.
Well, now you and Major Kill are the only fit Warhammer people.
We started podcasting in Warhammer first. Everyone else copied us.
Oh my god. Yes. How fun. I started collecting Space Marines way before him, so yeah, he should be ashamed, honestly.
Yeah. You were there in Sodom and Gomorrah when the first models came out.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm that old. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I was there when they cast the first mini in the volcano.
It was made out of clay and horse manure.
In the fires of Mount Doom, when the first Space Marine for Rogue Trader was made.
Speaking of things that are ancient, why it took us so long to do this? Well, maybe because you've been dealing with some personal issues, and me, I've been lazy.
I mean, that could also count as a personal issue.
Well, no, but yeah. I guess
you're lazy. You're not that lazy. You exercise though, so that's not lazy.
Well, yeah,
and you paint.
And I try to make a video a week. I try this point, but yeah, the main reason why we started this podcast is basically because we want to have content monthly we can both work on, and it being a monthly, we can take our time with this. But I'm probably gonna turn this out depending on where you see this. Is still February or it's March.
And it's my birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday too. Episode 1 and happy birthday, where you will get nothing.
Yay! That's what I want.
And you will like it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Warhammer.
We can do
fucking
an easy
main reason why we're yeah.
So how your story is probably slightly shorter than mine. So let's get into how did you get into Warhammer? What happened besides the COVID? Oh, sorry, we can't say that.
The beer disease.
Yes.
Yeah. So I actually started way before. So back in the PS3 days, when I first got my PS3, you can still do this, but you can download demos. And my parents got me a PS3. They didn't get me any video games, so I had to wait till my birthday. Like, all right, well, I can download demos at least. So I downloaded. Might have been 2009, 2010. There was like Turok and all those games that were that. And then I noticed the demo for Space Marine. I'm like, oh, what's this? And
it's that old already?
Yeah,
oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's that old.
Holy fuck.
It's that old. And the demo, I think it was maybe one of the later chapters. It was. It was you're still fighting horse, obviously, but it ended with you doing a jump hack.
I remember the demo. I was so hyped.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I'm like, oh shit, this is so cool. And then off and on throughout the years, I'll probably watch a video here or there, and then boom, pandemic happened. I'm like, well, I watched everything on Netflix twice. I watched Better Call Saul like 15 times in a row. I'm like, well, this is still good, but I got to do something else. So in between working out, and by working out, I just ran around my block because they could let us do that. Terrible times, but I just the first video that jump started was Bricky's video, the every faction explained in Warhammer video.
Oh my god, they are very good.
Very, very good shout out to Bricky.
Because
it's obviously he doesn't cover everything, but he bite size, well, big bite sizes. But yeah, it really got me into it, and then I started watching Luton, and then some other guys. They're slipping my mind, and if I remember, I'll add them in post. But yeah, ever since then, I'm like, this world is really cool. I mean, it's evil and sometimes depressing, but it's really fucking cool. And yeah, ever since then, I've been making Warhammer 40k memes and / shitposts, and I hope that makes someone laugh at least. But yeah, it seems to be going good. And last year I got the Leviathan box.
It's great stuff.
And before that, I got the starter kit for mini Space Marines, the one that come in 3.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Yeah, the push fit. Those were my first minis, but the Leviathan box is like the biggest. Well,
first
Warhammer,
proper investment.
Yeah. I'm still painting the miniatures. I'm almost done with the Tyranids, and when I do, I'll probably make a video like my experience with
That's a great idea.
The Leviathan box.
That's a great idea, especially because while you have been in it for some bit, that was your first I'm really getting into this now. I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. Yeah, it's a great video idea.
Well, it's not the most original thing, but it'll work.
But that's not right. As if our podcast is that original, but that's not what matters. It's the individual experience. Plus, Warhammer is so incredulously, ridiculously expensive. So when we get new people into the hobby, it's like, yay!
Yeah, my local hobby store, they mostly focus on Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. But then I noticed one day I was walking by and I noticed they had the Warhammer stick. I'm like, nah, it can't be that. So then I walked in and boom, right there, first thing I saw, the Leviathan box, and it was like they got it a week before it was supposed to come out.
Oh my god!
Like on stores or something, because I think it was a week before.
They put it on shelves early.
Yeah. I'm like, no, that can't be the actual thing. And then I fucking picked it up, shaked it, oh shit, this is real.
Just standing.
Yeah,
yeah, it's real.
Yeah, and oh, how much is this? Oh, 250. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I bought it.
I mean, it is one of the. I do think the one before, Leviathan, the Minion, that was a really good set too. But Leviathan is a really, really solid starter set.
Yeah. But yeah, fast forward to now, and yeah, I love this hobby. I love everything about it, and so that's pretty much my experience with Warhammer.
Nice.
Yeah. Now we'll take you to a long time ago in a galaxy far away.
I have collected Warhammer since I was 3 years old. My big brother collected. He was a Space Marine. Yeah, back in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
3 years in the beginning of the 90s. My big brother collected. He was a big Space Marine fan back then. That was before he started only exercising and train muscle, disregard all hobby. That became his motto later on.
The Sigma grindset, I respect that.
That is what it turned into. And now he's basically like, is wooden stick that toy for children? That's it. Nothing else. There we go. But so I was with him in the Warhammer store with my mom, and it was his birthday, and he was like, I'm gonna get some Space Marines. So he picked up some Space Marines. And my mom being like, oh well, you can have a thing too. This was back when they were expensive. They weren't that expensive. I got my first miniature ever. My big brother tried very hard to get me to play Warhammer 40k back then. But I picked Skeleton Chariot.
Ooh.
Old, amazing model. And they really, really went through with the theme Skeleton Chariot. I'll find the picture, we put it up. Everything is made of bone. Skeleton horses. Pulling a spine with a rib cage with 2 skeletons where there's wheels made of bones attached to. The only things not made of bone is the weapons that the skeletons hold. The rest are made of bones. It's an old model. It's amazing. I remember it so fondly. Fantastic. That's when I started Warhammer, and I've never stopped since. That's been 30.
What a start.
30 years of Warhammer now. I was 33 now. 30 years non-stop.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
got what edition was it when in the 90s?
Oh my god, it was second edition Warhammer, and I got into Warhammer 40k in the Dark Eldar versus Space Marine set. Is that
Jeez.
fourth edition or something like that? It was great.
I mean, for context, we're in 10th edition now, so
Yeah. So, but yeah, I
that's
was. I even
yeah.
got the for my own birthday the year after. I got the no, that wasn't the year after. A little bit later, I got the Mordheim starter pack, the one that has the entire city and the rule set, the Skaven
Mm,
and the humans. And I'm so sad I can't find it because it was my favorite thing. Oh, it was
damn.
amazing. But this is a Warhammer, mainly Warhammer 40k. That's what you collect. It can be a little bit of everything. But look, I'm a
Mm,
Space Marine. I got into the Warhammer 40k not that long after. I stuck with fantasy for quite a while. First, I was supposed to collect the skeletons, and my big brother was very. You should collect it in one army. Don't spread. Don't spread into multiple. But we all know how it is. Once you start, you
yeah,
can't stop. So I got a
it's
pair of
called plastic crack
Skaven.
for a reason.
Yeah, I got Skaven. The same Christmas, I got a regiment of regular Skaven clan rats, and I instantly went, "Oh my god, Ratmen! I want to collect this army now." And I started collecting Skaven. That's also when I painted my first mini. Was Thankful and Bone Ripper, and then I
Ooh,
instantly dropped Thankful right after finishing him, and a massive amount of the paint fell off, and I went ape shit. I got so angry.
that happens to everyone eventually.
Oh, that was back when every special character was made of metal. It was awful.
Mm.
Not the good
Yeah, I
old
never
days.
really seen those metal minis before.
Now they've almost retired all the metal. Now the special ones are resin, which is not
Resin,
much
yeah.
better. But it like
Mm,
they because resin warps like there's no tomorrow. But
yeah.
quick story to not linger. From Skaven, I went into Beastmen. That's when I made my first army. Made a massive Beastman army, and then my cousin destroyed all of them, every single one.
Yeah, yeah, you told me that story that he thought they were what were they, toys or
Yes, and he wanted
so
to, and they were
you
on a
can
shelf
technically
quite
call them
high up. So
toys.
he jumped, grabbed a hold, and then ripped the entire shelf down. That landed, the perfect. It turns 180 around and squishes my minis.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I had to take a break, but then I went into Space Marines, and I had my color scheme was gold. I didn't know the Custodes was a thing at this point, so my Space Marines were baby Custodes, teeny tiny baby men. But yeah, I've basically been in the hobby ever since. I have picked up almost every starter set until the one where we got, I think it's the seventh. That was the last one I didn't pick up.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little busy with university and job and traveling abroad.
Mm.
So yeah, and now I'm stuck back in. But now I'm physically disabled, and painting them is a little bit harder. But I still can't. I can't stop. I can't stop. They're so
Hey, there's
beautiful.
some people who could still have grays from like 2 years ago. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god! I don't want to say how long I've had grays.
Well, then I redact my statement.
I've had, dude. I have grays from my childhood still.
Jeez.
My mom called me the other day. I was like, I found your dwarfs, and she found my half-finished dwarf army, and she's sending it to me this year.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, there's even including some of the old dwarf metal miniatures.
That's I found your dwarves.
My friend, it was like a little hole, and they came out, and they kept singing "Hi ho, hey ho." So I captured them. I put them in a box.
Your name is probably in all their books. Bitch didn't finish painting me.
Yeah, I'm the dictionary bad example of not finishing your miniatures. Dude, it's hard picking
Yeah,
a color scheme. It's ridiculously difficult.
yeah.
Anyways, that
Believe me,
was
it is.
no need to go too deep into it. But yeah, I've been in the hobby since I was 3 years old. I've been there 30 years. It's awesome. I'll be
Yeah,
there till I die.
yeah. Well, me too. But I guess technically, 2 years into this, and that's just a a nail scratch on the surface of like knowledge that I know. Like, there's there's it's almost half a century worth of lore
You've
left to learn.
seriously, in the short time you've been here, though, you have been here during the release of a new Warhammer army, and a new Warhammer game set, the Old Worlds.
And a return of a Primarch.
Yeah, and Return of a Primarch. Jesus Christ, they have upped their pace quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh god. Well, speaking of miniatures and painting, I guess what armies do you mainly
Like,
I guess main?
well,
Yeah.
right now
What are your favorites?
I have four
Yes.
armies right now.
Mm.
Four main armies. There's two for Age of Sigmar, and two for Warhammer 40k. And for Warhammer 40k, my biggest army, my favorite army, is the Gene Stealer cults. I love them, and I will get them once I'm done with all my greys. I've set myself a goal. All my four armies have to have no more greys, and then I'll get myself a Baneblade and convert it into a Gene Stealer cult Baneblade. My second,
Well, I look forward to that.
it's gonna be great. 8 variants. I don't know which one to build. I can look at that in the future, year 2048, when the new Baneblade comes out or something.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
Adeptus Mechanicus, the Toaster Man. That's my second one, 40k army. It's actually my newest 40k army. It's the least assembled one, but it is. I'm both really happy with them. They have some of my favorite models of all time, but at the same time, they are being so horrendously rule abused by Games Workshop, who cannot seem to make them worth anything besides a lot of money for not very good things. It's sad, but they look great. They look great.
But they do look great. And at the end of the day, it's like it's what you like.
Yeah, exactly. Ultimately,
Yeah.
I don't play that much, so mainly mine art so I can look at them. However, now having a partner that also collects Warhammer, just orcs, 7 million orcs, we can actually play.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just orcs. There's nothing but orcs. Oh, he does have one Gene Stealer cult thing that he converted into orcs. And then AOS armies, I am one of the few guys that actually liked Stormcast Eternal. So I got the 2022 Thunderstrike Spearhead for Christmas this year by my partner. And that is an insanely good box set. It's the newer model Stormcast, so they're not as chunky. They're not just fantasy Space Marines as much anymore. They actually have some personality. Not that they look like it, but I love them. So, and the Superior Army Flesh Eater Court, who doesn't like delusional cannibals. It's like France.
Most people.
Oh, shit. Just me then. Damn it.
No, but hey, as I said before, like what you like. Me personally, well, I said I have the Leviathan box, so I guess would they be enough for two armies or a starter?
You can say they're basically combat patrols. Those are the smaller ones. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So I do have the Space Marines. I painted most of them Ultramarines because they're my favorite. A couple I painted Raven Guards because they're also my favorite. Which, talk about two opposite ends of the fucking spectrum.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, the boys that are shown too much and the ones that are not shown at all.
The ones that barely exist besides like a Raven.
Well, yeah. And of course the Tyranids on those, I'm not really choosing a high fleet. I'm painting them like bugs, like actual bugs.
You have some great little examples. I really love and hate your glitter bug one. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
My god, it's so
the
gaudy.
Bling Marine one. No, not the Bling Marine. The Bling.
Yes, the Bling knit. Yeah, the crystal knit, the gem beast from Yu-Gi-Oh knit.
Yeah. So I have a wasp. The recent ones I painted them after the arachnids from Starship Troopers, and that
one's really good. You did great.
Yeah.
By the way,
I have a couple more. Yeah. Mostly I main the Space Marines because being a newbie, they do say it's the best for newbies, and it is. It's fairly simple.
Yeah, and they have a good simpler color scheme, and you are doing great. You have improved so much. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you think so. I mean, I still feel like I could be better.
That would do even. I mean, even when I painted a lot before everything stopped working, I always felt like I could be better. I think everyone feels like they can be better.
Yeah. We're our own worst critic in that sense.
Exactly. It's like art.
Yeah.
Someone might go like, "Oh, that's beautiful," and you will go like, "But I see a mistake."
Yeah. Yeah. Like, It might be just like the tiniest little smudge of another color is not supposed to be there. Like you don't notice, but you microscope, like zoom in, like I don't like that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah. But like yourself, I also have a goal. If I finish the Leviathan box, which I'm getting close, my birthday's in about 3 to 2 months, and if I finish it before then, I'm gonna tackle an Imperial Knight.
Fucking massive. This is why
Yeah,
it inspired me to get the Baneblade. Is you being so new and going straight into Imperial Knight. Meanwhile, I've been an absolute scared shithead and just stuck to the small troops. I do have a giant zombie dragon, but besides that, I do not have anything that even
yeah,
measures that size. So I'm very impressed.
yeah.
That's gonna be
The only
great.
thing I'm worried about is like where the hell am I gonna put it? My desk is already full of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's another
Yeah,
Warhammer conundrum. Can't really
yeah.
put the assembled ones back in a box.
No, you can't. But yeah, I hope to have a full Ultramarine army, a full Raven Guard army.
Oh
The
my
only
god.
thing is the Imperial. Now I don't know if I should make it an Ultramarine because it is my most close to an army, or if I should make it a Raven Guard.
Um.
I know
Well,
they're not. They're technically not chapter like related. They're
yeah,
in.
they're their own
I guess
knightly household. You
yeah,
could
they're on their house thing. But you can. Then again, it's Warhammer. You can do
you
whatever you
could
want.
paint it whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can paint it poop brown and call it poop. I'm very smart.
yeah.
Clever joke.
Highbrow humor here.
Yeah.
Poo poo funny. Gotta know
Oh,
basics of comedy to start a Warhammer fight.
oh my fucking god. I really couldn't think of anything that. But yeah, and there's nothing wrong with going. Like one of the main Imperial Knights they show is blue, so that's perfect. And
Yeah.
you could just say this is a household that very often helps the Space Marines, for example.
Yeah.
I know the Adeptus Mechanicus has some households of knights that they work very close with.
Yeah. And they look really cool too.
They do. They look fucking great.
Yeah, but yeah.
Can't
Um.
can't fault Warhammer for making bad looking models anymore.
Well, I mean, you can.
Okay,
People still do.
couple of them still like the face of the Katakan jungle fighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Well, that's why the Lord made 3D printers. I'm not saying. I'm not saying. Oh, just only go 3D. Never buy. No, no. Just buy. Just make what you need.
Just, just
Don't go crazy.
yeah. Just, until they update some of the old models, I 3D print. I didn't
Oh,
say that.
they'll never update those.
No, I at this point I think it's the same with the what are they called? The Eldars Hawks, the flying people? Skyhawks, Sky something. I don't remember what the fuck the Eldars are called. That model hasn't been updated since the 90s. And it's still there. It still looks awful. And the Katakan is the notorious one where they not only haven't updated them for so long, they also stuck with the worst color scheme they could on the actual website. It's great. 10 out of 10.
Oh, nobody's perfect.
Hey, I'm Space Marine. Yes, I am. Look at my jeans. They're beautiful.
If you do get like Marines, will you find a way to make
Yes.
like some sort of denim?
My
Decal
dreadnought
or
is
something?
gonna have I have one dreadnought, and I will find out how to make small jeans for him. Yes.
Just buy like those Ken Barbie dolls and just like cut up a bunch of them and just make it into a giant
That's
pants.
actually a really good idea.
Or just
Oh my
find a
God.
way to get some denim. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
can order denim off Amazon.
You could probably buy teeny tiny denim shorts. Oh my god, that's a great. Yes, my dreadnought.
You probably could like yeah, I mean, you can get anything on it pretty much.
The jeans marine shall be a thing. We have the superior jeans.
I don't think do jeans exist?
I don't know.
Because you see those khaki military
I'm looking it
stuff,
up.
you see like the fancy, like highborn stuff. You never seen a guy with just jeans
I'm almost
and like
Warhammer.
sneakers.
Let's look. I'm looking it up right now. 40k. Does denim jeans exist? Oh my god! I found someone who gave the Space Marine jeans. Yeah, that's the denim Marines. Perfect.
Well, there you go.
I'll take. I know it's It's not. No, let's just say it's canon. It's not homemade. It's canon. That's a canon.
Yeah,
Canon chapter. Then the
I,
mech
I
queens.
figured. Yeah.
Yes.
Suddenly searches for is there jeans, skinny jeans more.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, well, let's move on to. So, what have you been up to last month with the Warhammer relationship? No.
Really, yeah, the only relationship I have.
Which Primarch have you been dating in your visual novel this time?
Well, I've been kind of going after Fulgrim Gnomes.
Oh, no, you're going for that. Oh, yeah.
Live fast and die hard. No, I could have gone with the con for that one, but in any event, yeah, like I said, I'm finishing up the Leviathan box. I'm down to like just a handful of Termagants and I think Barbagants. I'm not sure, but yeah, once I finish up those, I'm probably just gonna save up money for the Imperial Knight and probably just fine tune some of my miniatures I already made.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm still gonna keep waiting for the Henry Cavill 40K show on Amazon. Still
Yeah, that
painting and waiting. That's
I am
that's my life right now.
cautiously optimistic since he is very, very hard on them when they don't follow law. The same with The Witcher, where he's like,
Well, that's
you
why he
did
got
not
fired.
follow
Well,
law,
I
I
don't know if he
quit.
was fired. Yeah, I think he was let go.
Yeah. But he wasn't happy, at least. But again,
Yeah.
it's an actor. They don't have everything to say. They can't just make their own rules.
Well, what are you talking about? Give people what they want, please.
I wish.
How absurd.
If we give people what we want, then we should really give them a female space marine soon.
No, that was a transition.
Gotcha.
That wasn't like a double entendre or like a other meaning of a joke. I just meant that. And we're canceled.
That's really good. God damn it.
I mean, if the thumbnail or the title didn't give away, we have another topic. Female Space Marines.
Yes.
Now, before we go too far off the deep end with this one, I'll ask a question. When did you first start hearing the phrase? I'm going to be honest. I probably know the answer is probably Twitter. When did you first see the thing about female Space Marines?
Oh God. Oh my God. Back first time where I saw it as a thing, but that was before I was a lot on the internet. Was back in the middle 2000s when I was into the Sisters of Battle, and there was already a conversation about would be nice if we had some female Space Marines, but it didn't really go up as like to the same degree. I don't go on Reddit, so I don't know what them apes have been up to.
Well, you're already crippled. You shouldn't hurt yourself
Exactly.
more.
I don't need to exert too much brain pressure. But yeah, so I will say it hasn't gone as big as since Twitter and YouTube, with certain YouTubers that like to what gatekeep. Yeah, certain gatekeeping guys who really want nothing to ever change versus people who want everything to change.
I can see. I'm not saying the female Space Marines. I can see the gatekeepers side a little bit more than the change everything to meet certain status quos or political trends or whatever. I don't even know. This is political. It's just
if they make it for
yeah.
political thing, then it's wrong. That shouldn't be the case. If they do it because let's see. Okay, so you're a little bit more on the gatekeeping side, and I am probably more on the fuck it. Put them in. Put female Space Marines in. Let us have female Space Marines, especially after we got the Primaris. What do you think would have happened? I was thinking about this yesterday. When the Primaris was announced that Valerius Crawl, the big toaster slug, came out and was like, "Hey, so I spent 10,000 years and I now made better Space Marines," and people were pissed. Like, you can't make better than what the Emperor did. That's dumb. What if he had come out that day and said, "Hey, I made female Space Marines"? I mean, there's not that much difference.
I think if they did do that, the backlash would have been way more. Like,
oh my God!
because on the one hand, like things change, but in this, there's established lore, and I know there people are gonna say, "Oh, but the Rogue Trader back in whatever date said,
Yeah.
and there's a female." Yeah, yeah, yeah. They, uh, things change, but not at the rate people would think.
No, I do agree. Bringing up the old Rogue Trader female Space Marine, I do think that's folly. At that point, that old book is like
It's an old book.
it's
There
a
you go.
very old book, and
Yeah,
but at the same time, we can say that a lot of the references to it won't work in the female genome are also starting to get rather old, since Games Workshop a little bit fence sitting likes to just not take a side because they won't make as much money.
well, and that's their right. I
But
may not like it. I'd rather they put their foot down and say, "All right, no or yes." But
there was that one Games Workshop employer who did put his foot down on Twitter and said there will never be female Space Marines, and he's gone. He disappeared.
well, I mean, no, they silent Christ too. I'm kidding.
They sent a sanctioned assassin after him. Oh
So,
no!
Bob, we've heard you've been tweeting some interesting things.
Don't worry, the Vindicare assassin is on the way.
No. I don't know how long we're gonna stay on this subject, but I'll just say this:
Yes.
do you want a 3D print a female Space Marine? Go ahead. Do you
Not
want
a bad
to
idea.
make art, a drawing of a female Space Marine, or
Yes,
go ahead?
please. Yes, strong. Absolutely wham.
Yeah, yeah, mohawk with like rainbow colored fro.
Oh
You
my God,
go at
okay,
it.
no, no. Oh no, that's too
Yeah,
much. That's too far.
yeah, yeah. That's too much. But yeah, you can do all those things. But will female Space Marines ever be canon?
I don't think so.
No, no, just
I-
no.
I just one thing that does annoy me with it though, that I've always had, even though I'm more like leaning towards just do it, I don't care that much. At the same time, just make the just collect the Sisters of Battle, and I know a lot of people are like it's not the same. The Sisters of Battle are hugely religious, and I'm like,
yeah,
why is my Sisters of Battle chapter then called the Sister Agnostica, who may or may not believe that the Emperor is a god? Right?
I guess that's another. Well, I don't know. There's another viewpoint people have. Like, there's not enough female representation in Warhammer. When I think that's clearly the opposite.
There's like the Dark Elder, the Elder.
I think the main reason why
Sisters of
people
Battle.
focus on the Space Marines because they are the poster boys.
That is true.
Warhammer.
And they want people. I've heard this argument as well. People want the power fantasy of having a big, strong woman. I just feel bad for the Sisters of Battle because they're so fucking cool. I would love to be a Sister of Battle. So I can go to people and go, "Hi, I'm the Sister Agnostica." There might or might not be a god. Oh my god. Oh. But they're so pretty. Wait, what other females are there? There's the Tau as well. They have Shadow Sun. The League of Votan have a lot of women, like dwarfs.
Well, yeah.
Look fucking great as well.
Well, yeah, because that also brings up another word, and I don't know if you like this or not, but the word tourist.
Oh, that one is dangerous as well.
Yeah. Though I do believe that there are tourists in almost every fandom, hobby, whatever have you, and it could be that people who are just getting into it, which hey, if you just got into it and you don't know, that's nothing. But if you're just getting into this to push certain things, and then when you get said thing, you just leave.
Yeah,
I think that's what a tourist is to me. Like, you want to change this for your benefit, and
you
then
have to
leave
you should be part
and
of the
say,
hobby.
"You look at me, I changed it,"
Yeah.
and then you go on to the next thing. No.
At-
Of course, I could be wrong.
No, I do
other people might
think you
look
have
at
a
this as like
point.
some other thing. Yeah.
But I also, at the same time, one thing that does seem to happen is if any tourist tries to come in, because to become a hobbyist, you very much have to first delve into it, and at that point, you are a tourist. And this is why the gatekeeping as well goes a little too far, where they go, well, you're just a tourist. I'm like, why would I want to be part of this hobby if I can't say anything before I have like spent my entire retirement on tiny men?
I can see a point to that, but I can also see. I think people want people to come into this hobby, but
You shouldn't come in with a
come in,
bulldozer and go,
yeah,
everything must
come in
change for
and
me.
leave it for the better. If that means keeping it the same, all right. I mean, change does happen. I don't think any drastic changes will come in, but I believe people like come into our hobby, make it better. Well, no. Let me scratch that. Let me start again. Come into our hobby, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, I think that's genuinely really fair.
Yeah,
And
like we can
you
disagree on
can
a lot
come
of things,
into the
but just
hobby, but
don't fuck it
don't
up.
expect it to completely bow to new people. But at the same time, then the tourist thing is on Twitter. Again, Twitter is a mistake. It's being thrown around. You have people that have multiple armies being labeled a tourist because they're like, I would like female space marines, or I would like there to be regiments of Imperial Guard women. Which, by the way, I think it would be the right way to go first, is to have those, because we know the Imperial Guard has women, and we know there's a bunch of the new models that are women. But we also know in lore that they have regiment only women, like women only regiments as well. Make that first, and then you can slowly start introducing it to others. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, people will have to again to go back to the game. People will have to know that to call for that, and I don't think most people who want to change
It's because
for
they're not overpowered
yeah
like Space Marine.
yeah. Again, as I said, this is the Space Marines are the poster boys. If you can change the poster boy, in their minds, everything else will follow. Now,
That is
I
true.
don't know.
That
Yeah,
you know what? If they start into, I guess they. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. I think we're
like
both
the
a little bit more on the fence with this. Like we can see both sides. It's just
yeah.
ultimately which way we lean,
I think
which
we
is
pissed
fair.
off both sides evenly.
I think so too. I think we should
Yeah.
introduce half and halves. You know how some color schemes are perfectly split down the middle? Just do
Well,
that.
not my color schemes. There's slightly
Intersex
to the
Marines.
right.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, it's because I draw right-handed, so it's my
Ah,
hand.
that's
Yeah,
true. That is what happens when you favor that.
Trump 2024. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my holy shit.
No,
Oh,
what are my political views? My own. I'll just leave it at that.
guys. I believe in
Yeah,
Roberti Gerliman
yeah.
for
Well, yeah,
Emperor.
he's the goat. Of course.
He is
You
pretty
always got
cool.
to acknowledge your superior. So it's fine.
He is cool. I like
Yeah,
Jagatai Khan more.
yeah. No, but yeah. I guess to put a nail on, I guess I wouldn't say I'm a gatekeeper, but I guess those guys seem to have a little bit more logic than the other side. I'll just say that, and I hate to say the fact that there's a side.
Yeah,
It's just I think those guys have treated me better than the other side, so I'll just leave it at that.
it's really fun because it's the exact opposite for me.
Really.
Yes, yeah, it's fun. I think we both found the rational people on each side, and yeah, we talk with those, and then we
I mean,
have each other.
every viewpoint has their nutcases. Like no,
Yeah,
I don't know why we're talking about it like it's just like there's politics or something. No, and every fandom and every
yeah.
as I
Like
mentioned, like
there's
thing
the
you like.
people
There's
who
always
think
the
Sword Art
wackos.
Online is a good anime, and then there's everyone else who's sane. And yeah,
Hmm. Man, we
I just
really
felt
went
like
off the
shitting
deep
on.
end.
Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is I have a big complaint about Warhammer.
All right. I'm not. I'll probably edit some weird like Keemstar-esque intro drama. No, I'm not.
Perfect. Let's
I'm not
make
that good.
the
Yeah.
Lolca Warhammer cast.
All right, this week with this month, excuse me, in Warhammer. Take it
Okay.
away.
First, my massive complaint. What the
Oh
fuck
boy.
happened with the League of Votan? What
Well, I don't
happened?
know what did happen to them.
Well, the squads were being hugely announced as coming back. Like, the squads are coming back. They showed off some models. It's all great. There's like 8 kits. It's been a while. There's like 8 kits. There's 0 novels focusing on them. That means we have 1 outdated codex full of lore. And we have like, 8 individual kits where, granted, some of them look really good. And the whole Viking theme is quite cool. But they are kind of just Space Marine dwarfs, a lot of them in how they look. And they do not feel like the squads. And I feel like Games Workshop just fucked that up just tremendously.
Well, I don't know much about League of Votan, but it does seem like...
Just go to warhammer.com/League of Votan.
Yep.
And look at the amount of models there, and how much the specialists, the Hearthguard, are just armored troops, and then there is the better one, just is like a dwarf Terminator, and with a little bit of runes on it. Meanwhile, Necromunda is getting actual squads that look like proper miners, not small people, not underage people, like people who dig rock.
Careful now, we're already getting cancelled for one take. Let's not get cancelled for another.
Diggy holes. And I just feel like, why just a simple way to fix the League of Votan thing? Just say that they can borrow the Necromunda squads as like allied things that they can bring in. Then we would have the squads that stayed in the Imperium, and we would have the new squads that lack more of an identity. And also, Warhammer, could you please just act honest to God? This entire month I've spent looking at League of Votan and reading up on League of Votan. There's just not that much lore. There's barely anything. Scott, I'm so angry. I love dwarves.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments if you agree, and also disagree. I like the...
Yes. If you disagree
with anything we said today, agree, disagree, have a different opinion, please comment. We're not gonna delete no. You guys did no, fuck that. Unless YouTube does the automated thing where it deletes what it considers offensive comments.
We will check it through though, just to make sure that
if you completely disagree with us and call us bigots and you think we're Nazis, go ahead, fucking say it.
Oh, that would be fun. Go ahead. It's fine.
Go ahead. Or if you think we're just shills and just comment that too with So anyways,
based on all this, I would like the League of Votan thing to be updated. It's about time. Like we can't have half an army forever. Less than half an army. Every list is the exact same units because they barely have any new units. So you want to make a list of Votan, you just buy one of each, and there you go. That's all you get. That's your entire army. You have nothing. You can't say. I mean, you can't go like 5 Hecaton land fortress and just snipe everything to oblivion. But what's the fun in that? It's very fun, but it's not fun enough. I want my tiny men to be smaller and cooler. I want the old biker theme where they looked like motorcycle bikers and had trains back. They used to drive trains, Scott.
I figured.
Thomas the Tank Engine was created by the squads.
Created by Zinch.
To haunt children.
No.
That's how Zinch was created.
Yeah.
That was basically
Anything
my
else?
complaint. Yeah, there's another thing. This month in Warhammer, what has happened? Well, we got a very big announcement for everyone who's a fan of Old World. So, short descriptor. Old World is
people.
Warhammer Fantasy brought back, but made new at the same time. So it takes place before the old Warhammer Fantasy, so they can go fresh with the lore. And the big thing was Old World was going to have full Kislev army and full what are they called? Chinese people.
Jesus Christ.
What are they called? Okay, just a second.
You're asking me. I don't know.
Warhammer Old World. Yeah, so Cathay, the idea was they were supposed to have full Kislev armies for Old World and full Cathay. This would be the first time we ever see Cathay, which is the Emperor is a giant dragon. He has dragon children, and they have technology, and they basically protect most of the world alongside Kislev from chaos with the giant Chinese wall. The Chinese wall. It's Great Wall of Cathay. and this has been a plan, was we We work together with Creative Assembly to make the models, so this is what they also will look like when we bring them to the old world. And this month we were told, I think it's like 2 years later, they will not come to the old world for a very, 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 very long time.
I see.
You. Basically, they gave every old world fan that was waiting for Kislev and Cathay a middle finger and said, "You didn't buy enough two kings. Fuck you."
Well, that sucks in general.
Scott, we could have had bear cavalry, but they decided that no, we can't have that because you didn't buy enough tiny skeleton men.
Well, I'm sure this is not going to be the first or the last time Warhammer screws over.
Why won't you buy more French people, Scott? Buy French people so we can have Chinese people.
Well,
buy
I
the
think slavery was
Bretonians.
abolished in like 1806 in our country, but I don't know. I'm not a historian, so I can't buy people anymore.
Oh my god, fuck you, that's perfect. God, that's really good. Oh, fuck. Well, besides that, the only other big news is on the 2nd of March, we should get a lot of a preview again of more Warhammer to come, which is going to be exciting. A lot of the old Warhammer Underworld packs are coming back, so we get the Skitter Claws, which are some new old Skaven.
Oh.
Yeah, so we get finally some more new Skaven models, which is always great. Skaven is nice.
Exactly, yeah.
You can even use them in 40k. They use Gatling guns and flamethrowers and tanks. Giant hamster wheels. It's not joke. That's actually true. They do use that.
No, I believe it. I've seen it.
Something with geese is coming to Warhammer.
Geese.
Did you not see that news? It was Warhammer had a picture of a goose, and the entire article was goose puns. Have a gander. Yeah. You run afoul. Everything. Just, I'll find the article, put it up right here. Something with geese is happening.
Maybe Mother Goose.
I'm thinking halfling, geese, cavalry, or geese marines.
Pretty sure it's going to be the latter.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait. No, the latter would be the Marines. The other one.
Yeah, pretty sure it's going to be the fucking geese marines. If they're going to come out, we heard you. You want female space marines, so we put geese.
We'll do you one better. We'll put birds.
Yeah, these are loud, obnoxious creatures, and we gave them ivory armor.
Are you sure you didn't make female space marines? We're already going to be in trouble on one side. Might as well be the one that gets offended easily.
Perfect. There we go. That was genuinely the news. So the 2nd of March, so we'll have more. Mostly it's just a lot of sets. Like the new Crude are coming, and they look great. They're finally making Tau players able to make a Crude-only list with a bunch of new guys. And they actually have one that can shoot really well, which is very surprising. They have a Crude riding a Salamander with a massive sniper rifle, and he hits like an absolute truck.
Yeah, the Crude are cool.
They are. They're birds.
Yeah.
What an intelligent comment from me.
They're birds. Put that on a shirt.
Geese. Hunting geese. Crude hunting geese.
Yeah, you might be onto something.
Crude flyers with geese.
Are the Crude players getting more than the Votann players at this point?
Yes, they are. Literally have soon the same amount of models as the entire Votann, and they're just a sub part of the Tau faction.
Yeah. You mean the cool part of the...
Yes, they are the cool part. They're a sub-faction of the Tau faction. They're the cool part of the Tau faction.
So you either become a savage or you become a communist.
Oh my god.
It's not really a hard choice. Communism is bad. Just put that out there.
I'm glad you think so. Yes, I agree.
Oh yeah, I've known a couple Cubans. They don't really like it.
I've known a couple of Cumubans.
Yeah, Cumugans.
But yeah, that's the Warhammer news. New Crude. Something with geese. Preview soon, and a big fuck you to the old world fans.
Yeah, so business as usual.
Yeah, it's Warhammer. Yeah. Announces 9 cool things, and then they fuck you over with the last one.
And I'm still gonna buy their products.
Exactly. That's it. That's it. I'm still gonna fold and give them money.
Fuck you. Here's my money.
Yeah, it's like new Space Marine army, new Primarch. We killed your mom. That's how they function. That's just how it works.
You bastards. I'll take 5.
Give me multiple Jagatai Khan. I'll combine him into Jagatai.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, guess what? We'll end it with this. If you were to bring a Primarch back, like say in the next edition, or they call you Miss. You're the only person who can decide this. We need to bring back a Primarch.
That's a perfect topic for the next episode.
Yeah.
Which Primarch would you bring back?
Well, tune in next time for that answer, I guess.
Perfect.
We pissed off about like
the first 15.
We pissed off communists, the female Space Marine groups. We teased an answer no one wants with. Yeah.
Arch Warhammer, major kill those 2 pansies.
Did we piss off Arch Warhammer? I don't remember that.
No, I just want to. He's fucking horrendous. Fucking Swedish people.
I wouldn't know. I forgot you.
Goddamn.
You Scandinavians are like with Hispanics and Asians. That's the weird thing. And now we offended. We're racist now. We're bigots.
Oh, no. Okay.
We're Nazis.
I think we have to stop before we go into.
We're capitalistic pigs. I think the
Israel-Palestine. Let's not do that. Let's stop it here now.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the first episode, guys. If you enjoyed, that's great.
Episode.
Leave a comment down below, sub and flop, whatever. Love you all.
Yeah, and on behalf of Lo and myself, have a great day and stay safe.